My boyfriend cheated on me. Can I move on from this? For context, this happened in February and it is now June, but I still think about what happened regularly and thought I could use some other perspectives. In February, my boyfriend went out with two guy friends for his birthday. I had zero problems with it and encouraged him to have a fun time while I stay home. Neither of us really drink, and when we do, we have barely enough to get us buzzed, so I did not expect him to get crazy drunk. I also knew their plan was to go to a close-by local bar, very chill vibe. But then they decided to go downtown, but still a mildly chill bar. I was fine with it because I love and trust my boyfriend more than anyone in the world. He has always told me how much he loves me, and we have discussed cheating before, and he has even been disgusted by the idea of it. I was home and decided to check his location. We have always had each other's location just for safety, and I saw he was at a very not chill vibe bar. A place where everyone is blasted drunk and dancing. Did not love this, but again, I trust my boyfriend so much. I also texted him asking about it, and he just said that they decided to party a little heavier that night. I was fine with it, but not exactly excited. I feel we have moved on from our partying days, and it's just kinda sad to get that drunk and party at our age. Not that I look down on anyone who does, it's just I thought we had moved on from that stuff. I hate sleeping before everyone is home and safe, but I was tired and decided to fall asleep. I woke up sometime, I think around 5 a.m., and texted him. He said he was home and sleeping on the couch. This was very weird. He has never done that and denied coming to bed when I begged him to cause I missed him. I knew something was wrong, but I was tired and went back to sleep. In the morning, I had a meeting at work and he didn't work that day, so I got up, got ready for work, and chatted with him a bit. He was being a little weird. I could feel that something was wrong but chose to ignore it till I went to kiss him goodbye, and he slightly flinched away before kissing me like he was hesitant. Went to my meeting and texted him basically asking if something happened. I texted him because I felt like of course he didn't cheat, that would be crazy, so this doesn't need to be a real conversation. He can just clear it up quick. In the message, I brought up my ex-boyfriend because he cheated a lot, and my current boyfriend said, I don't do that, and yeah, I don't like when you compare me to your old boyfriends. I then felt bad and it turned into a whole thing. I wouldn't say a fight because we don't fight, we just have emotional conversations. Nothing mean ever being said or yelling is involved. He starts expressing these concerns that come out of nowhere, in which he is unhappy and feels that bites his tongue around me. He is a wreck and confused, saying he is throwing up and having a panic attack. I leave my meeting a little early so I can come home and help him. I find him curled up and crying in the living room. We then have a big discussion. I basically babysat him and held him and took care of him. I took his doubts and told him we can make our relationship work and that I care so much about him. I've never seen him like this, but all I wanted to do was make him feel better. One point of conversation was breaking up. He was afraid he wouldn't be able to break up with me, and I said he has to come to terms with us not working out. I'd rather be in no relationship than one that isn't real. He seemed to be afraid of being alone. I had to go to work. We settled our conversation, and I wrote a sweet message on our fridge about how much I love him and to give me his doubts, and he left to go to his dad's to work on his car. I felt better, but still had a weird gut feeling that something was wrong, even though I asked him a million, and he confirmed that everything was good now. On my way to work, I got a text saying he cheated. I was floored. I immediately called my mom because I have a lot of driving anxiety, and as you can deduce, I started to have a panic attack from what my boyfriend had just told me, and I was actively driving. Yes, he knew this. Obviously an absolute mess, and I had to go to work, ask for the day off, and had my mom meet at my job to console me. I went back to my boyfriend's and my apartment to grab things, and I went to my mother's. This was a man I trusted with everything, and even he would have never guessed he would have cheated, but he did. In his message, he said he had kissed a girl while out that night. Now I'm going to tell you the story of what happened that night from the information I have gotten from my boyfriend and his two friends. Mind you, one of the friends is my close friends as well. Let's call him Kevin, and the other friend Anthony. The three of them went out downtown and got progressively drunker and, from their perspective, drank too much. Anthony is said to have not drank as much as the others, with my boyfriend being the drunkest. My boyfriend does not remember much, but he remembers kissing a girl several times and possible dancing. My main source of information came from Kevin, in which he said they were at bar 1 and Kevin wanted to go to bar 2 because there was a girl there he liked. So they went, and this girl, Jessica, had a friend, Angela. Angela was all over my boyfriend, and he says he kept turning her down, but as the night progressed and people got drunker, they kissed. Not super clear when and how much, but enough. Then they all went to bar 3, in which one of the girls, can't remember which one, got sick. Everyone went back to bar 2 and said goodbye. Honestly, not completely clear on everything that happened, and Kevin had at one point lied to me about what happened because he thought if I knew more then I would be more mad. That's not true. What I'm mad about is the lying. My boyfriend is not a good source because he blacked out for a bit, and I believe him on that, but also worried because what if something more happened that he doesn't remember? I worry for his sake too. What if someone took advantage of him? But what I'm saying is I don't have the full story, and I don't think I ever will. It has been a long road to get where we are now. I had always thought cheating was straightforward. You cheat, I leave, but it's confusing now. I have even always said at the beginning of relationships, if you cheat, fine, we can discuss it, but if you lie, it's a whole different story, and he did lie to me and had me baby him for hours before he told the truth in a cowardly way. He has done nothing since then but spent time with me, like all his time, tell and show he loves me and wants to spend his whole life with me. He is truly an amazing boyfriend. Anyone could see that if they knew but he really messed up. What if I resent him for this in the future? What if he does it again? The way I think has been constantly changed because of this. Now all I do is worry when I'm not with him. Most of me truly believes he would never do this again and is disgusted with himself, but a small part of me is scared of looking like a fool again and getting cheated on again. Not that I want to give me a break, but I do want to list some of the things he has done to show he wants to fix this. He immediately told his dad and family. That's why he went to his dad's that day. He wanted advice, and to be honest, his father was not happy with him. He eventually met up with my mom and had a discussion. I don't know exactly what was said. That was their discussion. We go to the gym together now. Buys me flowers every week because I love them. Listen to my need for communication and reassurance. He communicates so much. I know when he is pooping and reassures me the second he can tell I might feel otherwise with kind and meaningful words. I do think I can move on from this, but I want other people's advice. I know my worth and I won't settle for anything less. So, is this settling for less? Had anyone else completely moved past something like this?